act that they will ever do in their life, that it is their thinking that creates every incident in their life. They fail to realize what the Buddha said when he made the statement, all that you are is a result of your thought, is founded on your thought, is made up of your thought. So, right now, I want you to understand that if you can conjure up the image of whatever and believe in that image, because you created that image in your mind, which is a state that you can become, then you hold to that image, you pump it with your emotion, and in time, you will become it. Because at that moment, when you create it inwardly, you are that. At that moment of now. And in that moment of now, there is infinite potential, because there are infinite nows stacked up one upon another. And in all of those nows, there is a potential possibility to become whatever. Well, a person might say, well, you know, males can't have babies. Well, right now, I can assure you the day will come when they will be able to take a male and perform an operation on that male, and in time he will have a baby. I read in the paper not too long ago where they're starting to experiment with animals genetics and human genetics, and they're going to mix the two. Whatever the man of mind can conceive, the man of mind can achieve. And once man achieves it, you will perceive it. Why? Because within the mind of man there is infinite potential. And the genie within you is the one that brings about one of those infinite possibilities, which is a potential into one's life, providing they hold to that image and believe in it. And that genie, like any genie, its only statement to you is, your wish is the universe's command. Since the genie in you is none other than God, and the universe is God's manifestation. Therefore, your wish is God's command, since God is the genie in you that caters to your wishes always. There is no God that criticizes or condemns anyone. Oh, the church leaders teach you that. But that is a bunch of poppycock. The God in you does not condemn you for anything, does not hold anything against you. The God in you became you. And the God in you wants you to understand that the way you create your reality from the infinite potential that is within your own self is through and by your thoughts. Infinite potential is what this program today is all about. For the past, I would say, 2 weeks, I have been eating cantaloupe with my meal. And I only eat one meal a day. And I've been eating cantaloupe. I go through these urges. Sometimes the urges to eat grapes, and I'll pig out on grapes. But for the past 2 weeks, I've been eating cantaloupe with my one and only meal. Sometimes cantaloupe by itself. So the other day, I took this cantaloupe, I cut it open, I took out all the seeds, and I counted the seeds. And here's a bag of those seeds. I'm going to zero in on this bag of cantaloupe seeds. Within this bag, there are 530 cantaloupe seeds plus 10 what I call runts. I call them runts because that was my bias, first of all. And they were so small that I said, well, chances are if someone planted you, you're not going to sprout into a cantaloupe vine. But the point is, how do I know? So really there's actually 540 cantaloupe seeds in this bag. 540. How many of you have ever counted the seeds in a cantaloupe? I painstakingly took out the seeds, I washed them off, I dried them, and then this morning I counted each individual one. When I got to a stack of 10, I drew a line. When I got to another stack of 10, I drew a line. And I wound up with 530 plus what I call 10 runts. But here's the point. The point that I'm making is this. Within this one little tiny seed that I am holding between my fingers right now, every potential cantaloupe that will ever be produced from this one seed is within this seed right now. Within this seed, there is a, well, not infinite, but there are so many potential cantaloupes just in this one seed that if all of, I'll use the term progeny, from this one seed, you plant this one seed in the ground, it grows, of course, providing that it's fertilizer, fertilized soil, taken care of. It sprouts, produces all of the cantaloupes for that particular season. All of those cantaloupes are gathered together, and all of the seeds within those cantaloupes are planted, etc., etc., etc. And of course they sprout and they develop cantaloupe. And I can assure you, within 2 or 3 years, provided this process is kept up, there will be enough cantaloupe to feed every person on earth and have cantaloupe left over for a second, third, fourth helping. And all of that potential is within this one seed. Well, I have 540 here. Can you imagine the potential of 540 cantaloupe seed? It's mind-boggling. So what I am saying is the universe is infinite, and it is full of infinite potential. Every apple tree bears apples if it's a fertile tree. And within the apple, there is nowhere near 540 seeds. You take a watermelon, all of your fruits contain seeds. And within the seed, there is the potential to produce itself into a massive number of fruit which have corresponding seeds. Your thoughts, my friend? Seeds. And just like this little cantaloupe seed, I will zero in on it because you know what a cantaloupe seed looks like. But within this one cantaloupe seed, there is an infinite intelligence that knows how to cause that cantaloupe seed to grow into what it will become.